Welcome back to Week. Thank you for clicking back on the channel. My name is William. Together with my fiancée Laura and my brother Andrew, we run the attachment company. Do you want to see what a full container load of Auger Torque attachments looks like? We've got one just about to turn up, so let's go and get it unloaded and then I'll show you around. Container is here. First Auger Torque container in the new warehouse. Let's get them backed in, get it unloaded, and I'll show you around what was in it. Time check, 8:39 AM. Let's see how long it takes to get it unloaded.
Good morning, it is Monday the 24th of June and it is about 9:15 I think this morning, though I have been up since about 5:15. We at the gym this morning. So yeah, containers arrived and it came a little bit earlier, which is really good. William just now, you see behind me, is unloading our 10th Auger Torque container, so that's pretty exciting. We've had quite a very productive weekend this weekend. Saturday we got all the last remaining bits and bobs that was inside the old warehouse out of there. We've still got some bits sort of lying about outside, but we'll get that this week. So that's really good. That's all been tidied up, which is another job done. And yeah, thanks to my dad who came and gave us a hand. We really appreciate it. So does the dog, honest to God. The two of them are like thick as thieves, so that was good. He kept him entertained for a little bit as well. So this morning we're just getting, as I say, our 10th Auger Torque container unloaded. And then, yeah, I'm not really sure what else is going on for the rest of the day. I need to go back and get the thumbnail done for the YouTube. I need to sort the newsletter, our weekly roundup email sorted, and a couple other bits and pieces we're involved in. Need to get onto that. I've got some pictures and some information to send to someone. So productive morning, and it's even better that the sun is shining after a terrible result last night in the football, but we'll not go into that. We get further than we had done for a very long time, so it's what it is. Standard Scotland. But anyway, so no, good start to Monday morning. We'll see how we go. So William just now is bringing it off. There's 12 of them. What drive units are these? He's just saying, if you can't hear that, having a container ramp is a complete luxury. He's not want to go back. Okay, thanks to Dale at PLPC for letting us borrow it. So there's a mixture there, 3,500s and 4,500 maxes now in stock. And I think over there, we're waiting them is extra 1,500 units, one of our most popular drive units there. So that's really good. We've finally got more of them in stock because we were out, actually, to be honest. So that's really good. What else have we got coming out? I think we've got even more extra 1,500. So if you're looking for one of them,
Time check, 9:35, if you can see that. We're empty, last pallet's out, forklift's out, just waiting on the crane coming, get this container lifted off and we'll be done. Container unloaded, let me quickly show you around what was delivered. So it is a lot of cardboard boxes, but let me quickly run you through it. Two S4 600mm diameter augers, a load of S4 auger drives, 3500 maxis, X2500s, 4500 maxis, 3500s and X2500s, alongside a load of S4 tungsten augers, as you can see, in varying diameters. That's a pallet load of 300s, some 250 hard rocks, some 100s, some 200s, and some little S2 augers. Also, there's one thing on this container delivery that we haven't had before, and I'm kind of excited to see it, so let me show you. It is these. These are shells, grab shells for a Kinshofer DO9 selector grab. So to fill you in, why have Kinshofer grab shells been delivered in a container from Auger Torque? Auger Torque belongs to Kinshofer. So Auger Torque is a Kinshofer company, and they have their own manufacturing facility in China, which is where the majority of Auger Torque product is manufactured. More on that later, well, later this year I should say, because we've something quite special coming up that I'll share with you in a bit. However, they have their own manufacturing facility in China. As such, other companies within the Auger Torque, within the Kinshofer group, try and make use of this where possible. The main one, or one of the ones being Kinshofer making use of the fabrication facilities to make things like the DO9 grab shells. What's a DO9 grab? There's a DO9 grab. The HPX being the big selling point or the big feature of the Kinshofer grab, because it has no hydraulic cylinders, no hydraulic rams. It's fully self-contained, self-lubricated, no greasing points, no rams, less points of failure, and hopefully I can show you in an illustration here, the ability to change shells to different applications. So we've got a couple of shells, or a couple of sets delivered from, or in this container order I should say. We've got the HPX drives on order from Germany, and once they turn up we'll be able to assemble full grabs, and I'll be able to show you in more detail how the system actually works. Now that's the only thing that we got delivered in this container delivery that we haven't had before, so kind of cool to see that. That's something a little bit different. Otherwise everything is in here, ready for sale pretty much, but we need to get some more racking built in the warehouse, get it up off the floor and get it all organised. But Laura was a great help getting it unloaded today, and a complete luxury having a container ramp. So yeah, I like it. And with that being said, we were waiting on a 3500 max turning up for an order. So let's go and get that packed now, alongside a little order for a 450mm diameter tungsten auger as well. Monday morning feelings in the warehouse. Check out this for a setup, just some of the things you need to do when you're moving into a new place like this. We're still waiting on full power being installed in the new unit. There's a cable, a new mains feed cable to come from the building down the yard into this one. So at the moment we're working with one functioning socket, and I've got the laptop and the printer plugged in just for making shipping labels and printing out the palletways details and the packing slips. So yeah, just what needs to be done while we're waiting on the power and getting an office in as well. Tuesday morning, we're still in the warehouse. We've got one order going out this morning. Let me go get everything looked out, and then I'll show you around what it is we're sending out. Order is ready to go, just waiting on SNT to come pick it up this afternoon. That is one of our Avant auger packages with the 4500 max drive unit, the Avant cradle bracket, and a 350mm S4 tungsten auger, packed up, ready to go out. Here's a picture here of what one looks like on an Avant ready to go to work. So thanks to that customer for the order of that. They've also ordered a breaker for their Avant. I'm waiting on some brackets coming. Then we need to take that off to the welders and get a mount made up for that. And I'll share that with you probably next week by the time we get it ready to go. Alright, Tuesday afternoon, was in the middle of doing a little bit more work with the tilt buckets that I was assembling last week. However, just got a call with a quick last minute order. I printed off the labels, going to pack it up just now and get it off to the post office. Alright, it is now 10:30 AM Wednesday morning. We are quite clearly not in the warehouse. We've been on the road for about 5 hours at this point now, and we are in the middle of the Derbyshire countryside. Let me show you where we're going. Held in a limestone quarry, Hillhead is the UK's largest quarrying exhibition, attracting 20,000 visitors across the 3 days. Live demonstrations, 600 exhibitors and thousands of products on display for the quarrying, construction and recycling industries make this a show like no other in the UK. Hillhead provides a unique opportunity to see large construction and quarrying equipment in action across 4 live demonstration areas. That, coupled with its unique location in the Derbyshire countryside, make this one to attend. You have seen us exhibiting at shows like Scotplant, and we feel that attending shows like Hillhead brings a lot of value to the business and allows us to keep up to date with the latest innovations and products in our industry. It also provides a great opportunity to connect with existing and new suppliers and manufacturers to build relationships in a face-to-face environment, something that we think is vital to the growth of our business. Right, we're here at the Simex booth at Hillhead 2024 with Alessandro, the European sales manager.
Hello, how are you doing?
Let's give you a quick tour around what's on display, starting with the things that I can actually tell you about. And you know us for planers. This is the biggest, the largest in the excavator mounted range, Alessandro.
Actually, there is one bigger than this one.
Mm-hmm.
It is the second biggest, 450 millimeters wide. And it is one of the 2 models able to have an independent left and right depth adjustment.
So it's the largest with the
Correct.
left and right depth adjustment.
It is the largest with the independent adjustment of the depth, left and right.
But the second widest.
Yeah, then there is one wider and bigger, which is the biggest in our range, the PLB 600, which is 600 millimeters wide.
Yes. And that's hydraulic depth control as well?
Correct. This model, yeah, of course, we can have it also with the mechanical depth adjustment.
And dust suppression?
Correct. Dust suppression on demand, yeah.
That's nice. And then obviously sticking with planers, that the most popular? skid steer mounted model? or-
Yeah, one of the most popular model, the most popular along with the PL4520. This is 600 millimeters wide,
Yes.
and then is the most popular along with the PL4520, which is 450 millimeters wide.
That's in the new Optima spec?
Correct. It is full option. So everything is hydraulic side shift, hydraulic depth adjustment, hydraulic tilt adjustment, and a water tank integrated in a planer ship unit
Yes.
for dust pressure.
That's every optional extra.
Every option. And then there is also the Performer pressure gauge. It's a pressure gauge that adapts automatically on the pressure of the skid steer and shows to the operator when he's working well, and so it optimizes the performance of the planer and of the work. So when this gauge is on the green line, in the green side, it means that he's working well. And so as soon as the operator stays in that zone, it means that the planer will never stop. And so it increases
Yes.
the performance of the planer.
Only on skid steer models.
Only on skid steer models.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moving on from planers, where we go next? Wheel compactors. What would be the next most popular in the UK, Alessandro?
Next popular along with planers,
Plate
let's say
compactors.
compaction plates. Yeah, probably one of the most popular. Yeah, it's a compaction plate. We show it here with our rotator, but of course it's available without the rotator. It's just an optional.
Yes.
Then we have different models. This is 450 millimeters wide, excavator mounted, of course.
That's middle of the range size wise.
Yeah, from 4 to 10 ton excavator.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh,
Then also the buckets are pretty popular here.
So we've seen, if you watch back a good few episodes now, we were on site with yourself doing a demo with a VSE 10, which is a little brother of the 30. I'll spin you around and show you. It's essentially the same bucket as the 10, right?
Correct.
It's just a bigger version.
Correct.
This is in the electro-hydraulic version.
Correct.
The same.
Yeah.
Is that the aggressive
These are
option, or is that
these are a medium aggressive.
those are
Yeah. The most aggressive would have been like this also here.
on the centre blade?
Yeah, correct. This is a medium aggressive.
And then sticking with buckets, I don't think we won't have seen a CBA bucket before on the channel.
It's the newest bucket by us, but it was made like 3 years ago. And it's interesting because it's unique in the game. The only crusher bucket for excavator which is made to crush asphalt and concrete, not reinforced, but mainly asphalt. It's interesting for the roadworks company doing big millings in the highways and having asphalt slabs to be crushed. And the standard output size is 0.20 millimeters. So it allows to recycle immediately the material which has been crushed.
So not to put it too simply, is that a planer drum in a bucket?
Yeah, correct. It was pretty easy for us to design this because actually it's very similar to a planer drum. So
Yes.
with teeth, such as with the planer drum, and and so for asphalt is the right tool.
Yes.
To crush asphalt.
Moving on from buckets, something we definitely won't have seen on here before, and I don't think we've done one in the UK yet. Drum cutters. What's the difference in the two models of drum cutter, Alessandro?
So there are some differences because the smaller ones, of course, are used on small excavators, mini diggers, and they're pretty versatile. They can be used to do some milling, not as precise as with the planers, but still some milling. And you can do also some profiling, and very interesting because it's not expected. You can use that people can use that also for wood stamps. And with the same teeth, actually, because we found out in the time since we have been manufacturing that for many years, that with the same picks, same thing, same everything, you can do wood stamps.
So that would be
with
the
this.
configuration if we were going to do tree stumps.
Yeah, tree stamp.
With that tool there.
Yeah, correct.
You should have some footage. Can you send us some? We'll put some in here of it.
Absolutely.
Working with.
Absolutely.
And what's the difference with the TFC and the TF?
The main
center chain.
difference, of course, and this is for more heavy-duty jobs, let's say, and probably the most versatile product we have in our range. You can do trenching. Yeah, most of them are using in trenching to put big cables, and also to do quarrying, demolition, profiling, tunneling. Many applications with this. It's an alternative to the hydraulic breaker. Actually, it's not better, it's not worse. It's just an alternative when you need a more precise job. If you don't have just to brake, but you have to, yeah.
So that would sit somewhere between a ripper and a hydraulic breaker.
Yeah, correct.
Got you.
Yeah, if you have to expand the tunnel, for instance. You can't do it with a big breaker because you don't have a control on the job. It's better to do with this.
With a drum cut.
Yeah, and also for the noise. If you are in the town center and if you need not to create noise and vibrations, you can't use, for instance, a breaker. You have to use something like this.
That makes sense.
The wheel saw is available for skid steers and excavators. The one we are showing here is excavator mounting, and it's made to make cuts into asphalt and concrete for fiber optics. Actually, yeah, in fact, to put small cables into the ground.
And what different widths?
You can have from 20 millimeters up to 40 millimeters, but it's really on demand. So we are pretty versatile with that.
So that's just a change of. Change a disc, or
you change the disc.
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
And that's as easy as two hoses, two lines. And,
yeah,
and
correct. No drain line, just pressure and retro line.
Yep.
Yeah.
And one we have definitely never seen in the UK, the RWA 500.
Definitely. Yeah.
Can you show us around?
Yeah. In UK, we supplied several wheel saws, skid steer mounted, but other models, let's say. We are just showing this because it's the model that has got, let's say, more options. It has got the hydraulic tilt adjustment. Any wheel saws we supply have got the hydraulic depth adjustment, and you can, as you can see here, to change the width of the wheel, you don't have to change the whole wheel, but just change the segments. And it's pretty easy because they are bolted, as you can see on the other side. So
the actual body of the wheel remains the same.
Correct. The base wheel remains the same, and you just adapt new segments to change the width,
making it more cost effective and
of course
quicker to change.
Yeah, but also from a time point of view.
Yes.
You spend less time in changing.
And this is a side shift unit as well?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Hydraulic side shift, a standard configuration. Yeah.
And I don't think we've done parts for chain trenchers, but we've never supplied a Simex one in the UK. Do you see many of them in the UK?
Yeah, there are some. It's still evolving from the customer base point of view. It's in fact it does more or less the same job as the wheel saw, but for soft ground, for countryside and so on. And you can have different kinds of chains. You can have chains just with hoe blades if the ground is really soft, without gravels, without rocks and so on. If there is some rock in the ground, then we supply it with a chain, including hoe blade and also teeth.
Right.
Picks like the asphalt picks.
Depending on the application.
Yeah, depending on the application. And it can be mounted on excavators and on skid steer. We have two versions of it.
The same or different unit?
No, different units. Yeah.
Different unit.
Yeah, but it's the unit is pretty the same. Just the coupling is different.
Oh, on the back.
Yeah.
I think that's us. We missing anything?
So.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you.
3:30 Wednesday afternoon. Hopefully that's given you a quick look around the Hillhead show. Yeah, it's not changed a whole lot since we were here last, is it?
No.
We were here in 2018. But it's just cool to see down in the quarry floor, see the stuff working. There's a lot of big things.
Like the actual working site, that is the coolest bit.
It is also, I mean, there's a lot of big stuff like this over my shoulder. It's not really our interest, but good to get down, see some different things, catch up with some people, and generally see what's going on. Alright, it's Thursday, we're back to normal. It is actually Thursday evening. Not a whole lot to show you today other than finish building up a couple of the AttachWorx tilt buckets. They are for a customer order. Nothing else going out today. Couple going out tomorrow, a couple of brackets we've had welded up this afternoon for orders tomorrow. We'll get them out in the morning. And I was over at the welders with a couple, actually one bracket for a breaker order. We should be able to pick that up tomorrow as well, tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon. We'll get that assembled, we'll get that out on Monday. We're just trying to get back to normal after a day away yesterday, and down at Hillhead has very little, if any, phone signal, which is highly inconvenient. So basically catching up on that. The customer in this afternoon, dropping a couple of things off, and we've got a customer coming in to collect an order in the morning as well that I'm actually debating going to try and assemble tonight, or I might do it in the morning. So that's the update for Thursday. Stick with it and I'll show you everything that's happening in the morning. Friday morning, we're back in the warehouse. I'm just assembling this 8000 max package for a customer, and I'm fitting one of these. What is this black box, you ask? It is the Auger Torque Insight. I'll put some spec sheet here for you, but basically let me show you what we've done. So I've made two little link hoses. They are, should have done this before I put them in there to show you. They are attached to the two pressure sensors. Pressure sensor on the input and the output. They then hook up to said black box. This box also has a sensor on it for your level. It sits in the hood like that. That then has a cable that goes up the boom of the excavator. This. And then it links to a tablet in the machine. That hopefully I can put a screenshot in here and show you what that looks like. It will show torque output, it will show pressure, it will show alignment. This is the alignment version. What the customer's doing with this, he's not drilling holes necessarily, he is putting in screw piles, so he needs to know the torque figure that's going on the screw pile. If you went, well, if we go back, I'll link it up here somewhere, but if we go back quite a number of episodes, I tested out an 8000 max on a Takeuchi TB219. That was for this exact customer and for this purpose. So he's coming to pick it up. I don't know if he's bringing the excavator, but hopefully, if he doesn't bring it today, hopefully we can get to site when he's ready to use it and actually show you one going in and show you one of these Insight systems in practice. But anyway, that being said, I'm nearly done. I'm just going to stick the hoses on this. There's a cradle hitch there for it. Make sure it's ready for him turning up. There we have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 orders packed up, ready to go. The 8000 max has also been picked up this morning, so thanks to Gary for the order of that. We will hopefully, we'll either be able to get to site, or I'll have a video in a few weeks when they get out to work. I'll be able to show you exactly what they're actually doing with it. But let me talk you through the orders we've packed up. First up, like in the last minute order there that just came in for a 500mm S4 tungsten auger and a 1 meter extension. A single cradle hitch for an X2500 to go on the customer's Kubota KX016. 200mm log splitter cone for the customer's Digga PDX2 drive unit. You've seen me pack a load of log splitting cones before. And 2 auger packages. One was a website order from last night, an Auger Torque 1200 package with a single pin hitch and a 200mm diameter auger. That's going on the customer's Doosan DX10. I'll put a picture in here, I'll show you what the 1200 package looks like. I know that's not a DX10, but that's the package there. That's also another auger package going out, an X1500 package. That's going to a hire company down south. They are putting it on a Kubota KX36-3. So, 5 orders, 6 in total if you include the collection. 5 packed up, ready to go. We're just waiting in palletways coming in this afternoon. In the meantime, I'm going to go get some lunch because I've got a meeting with everybody, with Andrew and everybody in the US after lunch. And yeah, busy day so far, but I like it. I like it. It's all good. Sunday afternoon, and I'm in a forklift. Done a little bit of work this morning, just trying to get this container office ready for moving over to the new place. This is a 32 foot by 10 foot container cabin. They're an office cabin that we had at our old place, still at our old place, that we used for multiple different things over the years, but it's of no use for that now, and we need an office at the new place. So I'm just getting some things round about it, tidied up, ready, hopefully get it lifted out of here next week, and then we'll get a truck organised to hire it on and take it down to the new place. Doesn't look like much at the minute, but we'll get it cleaned up, we'll get it painted, and it'll be ideal for an office for the new premises. Otherwise, that's us for this week's episode. I'm going to do a little bit more here, but for this week's episode, we are done. We're going to finish it here. Thank you again if you've made it all the way to the end of this week's video. It is thoroughly appreciated. It was a fairly busy one. There'll be another good few to come as well. So again, thank you for making it all the way to the end. Let us know in the comments what you thought of this week's video, what you would like to see in the future, what you would like to see us do more of, do less of, whatever your feedback, let us know in the comments. And when you're down there, if you could click subscribe, click like as well, that would be doing us a massive favour. But in the meantime, that's us for this week. See you next week.